How's it going, everyone? Welcome to one more video from 161 Power Sports, and in this video we're bringing out the brand new TRAILMASTER Panther 1000 side-by-side right here. Recently we put up a video on the Panther 550 with the power steering model and the 550X models on YouTube, so do check that out if you want something that around like light duty, like UTVs. Definitely check that out. But this one right here is a heavy duty machine. As you can see, it's a oversized UTV. It's pretty big. As you can tell, I'm about like I'm right at about like 5'10", and then this is how tall it is for reference. All right, let's talk about this machine. As you can see, it's a full-size utility style UTV. You get a nice little dump bed in the back right here. Has a tailgate that folds down right there. Boom. And then also you've got a dump release right here that can dump the trash just like that. That was intentional. We put that in there just to show you guys how it can dump. Now see, look at the dump angle on this thing. The other ones, they do not dump at this angle right here. See, look at this. This is more like, if my math is correct, I would say that's 90. This is over 45 degrees. It's got to be around like 60-degree dump angle right there. So it's pretty neat. And look, hydraulic assist, so I don't even have to use both my arms. Look at this thing right here, a metric scale, so you can measure things while you're doing your work. So if you're cutting wood out there, anything, carpentry, machine work, anything to everything, you can measure. You get a nice little scale right here. You got your inches and centimeters, so metric or whatever scale you use, you can use that. So that's its max loading for the hydraulic dump bed to work. But if you want to put more, you can definitely do that. But it's just that dumping won't be as easy. You got like nice little carved out circles right here, so you can use that for various reasons. Look at these hooks right here, so you can strap down your load, no problem. Put this up, and it's all secured. All right, so out here as well, you see all these drainage going down. I really overall love the size of the bed and what it offers. The depth is perfect as well. All right, look at the all-terrain wheels that it got on it. It's got aluminum wheels, polished, pretty strong. It's got thick knobbies on it so it can make it through like tough terrains. Look at the back of it. It's got towing capability. It's got rear independent suspension. And then, good thing is, look at these shocks right here. These are some heavy-duty shocks right here. You can do some adjustments from the back. CV axle, rear independent suspension, drive shaft. It's got these hooks right here, which I really like this hook feature as well, because a lot of times UTVs only come with this. This hook can come in handy depending on what like it might need when you're stuck. So, and that's your standard hitch receiver right there. Got a big old exhaust pipe in the back. Let's look at the front of it. You still get the big knobbies in the front as well. Disc brakes all the way around. Look at this front bumper grill. Boom. A metal grill to protect your winch and your front end. It's real nice. So if you're going through like woods and stuff like that, this is your nice little brush guard as well. So it's pretty neat. I really love the overall design aspect of this. Now, the one good thing that they did, they also put a rope material winch in there, so that way it don't rust over time, because I've seen sometimes that metal winch snap and catches somebody's eyes, and they've like literally run down to the emergency room and get treated. It's not a very good feeling. It hurts bad. You start to bleed real fast. Now, it's got 83 horsepower engine, so that is 1,000 cc's. Top speed, I would say roughly right about like 60 miles per hour. It's got an industrial leading 4-wheel drive turf mode on this one. Now, good thing is there's a 4-wheel and 2-wheel drive switchable front and rear differential locking feature, so we'll talk about that here in a little second. It also comes with a hill descent control, like on those Jeeps and 4Runners that come with the hill descent control. This UTV has it all, so you get that as well. You also get a very good approach angle. Look at this. It's right at about 82 degrees of approach angle, which is, I think, insane. And then as far as your lights goes, you have the LED lights in the front, tail lamp, you get everything. It's got more legroom and interior cab space than other side-by-sides, which I really like about this machine. Now, actual adults can ride this thing. Now, On this one, it's got battery trickle charging system. You get a nice little LCD screen. It'll tell you your RPM gauge, your fuel level, battery, power steering position, gear positioning, all of that stuff. Now, good thing is you also get a tilt wheel system, so you can like actually adjust the steering wheel column to your comfort. So all you have to do is just look at this right here. Boom. Push it up and then either raise it up or push it down, and it's that easy. So you can ride with comfort. Cup holders. Now look at this thing. It's got 2 keys, right? So we have the long key and the short key on this thing. So what that long key does is it'll go as fast as it can. Like that's its like sport mode key. And then you have the short key, which is basically a utility key. You won't be able to go past certain miles per hour. So the long for fast, short for like slower speeds. Now, if you do not put your seat belt in, this thing can only go up to 15 miles an hour. I know some folks, they don't want to wear seat belts if they're cruising. They're like, hey, I'm just cruising down the road. I don't need no seat belts. This thing will not go past 15 miles per hour. If you want to go past 15 miles per hour, you got to put that seat belt on and then see how fast it can go. It can get up to like 60 miles an hour with no problems at all. All right. So it also comes with door nets right here. Look at this, which I really like. You can get rid of these if you want to, or keep them, you know, no problem at all. And look at this. This is what TRAILMASTER is planning on. You got like these screws made out for it, the brackets made out for it. What I'm thinking is they're going to make an HVAC model very, very soon. So I'm really excited to see that as well. But I mean, you know, for some folks, for UTVs, HVAC is an overkill. You might as well ride a truck. So for y'all, this is like the best one out there right now in terms of power, utility, and then the looks, man. It's a killer look right here. Let's look at the interior a little more. So that's just for the keys. On the dash, first thing you also get is this right here. So you have a, what you would call it, your little protector, so for your ignition. So what it does is whenever it's wet out there with moisture, it might get damaged, it might get an electrical short on here. So they have put this little protector right there, so that way you can just slide it up there and it will block the keyhole. Now once you key in, there's an off mode. That's your initial setting, and then you twist it. That's your on mode. You see all the gauges light up on the screen, and all the rocker switches light up as well. And then you got to hold the brake at the very bottom, twist it so it runs. Now hear the rumble of a twin cylinder engine right here. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's really nice, and the rumble, it's got its depth. I'm going to hit a little gas so that we can see, like you can hear how it sounds, okay? Boom, right there. All right, so let's look at more control switches over here. We got a lot of things to discuss. So you get cup holders right there. You also get this high beam off position on the headlight, and that down is just your regular lights. You want to turn around and show the lights. Look at that. That's high beam right there, off position, and that's going to be low beam right there. All right. So that's off position. Now I'll turn that off. This is your winch. Now let's look at the winch controls. So right here is your winch control. In, out, in, and out. Sorry, this is the other way around. All right, look. And this is your differential control mode, right? So let's look at this. So when you do this, look at the screen. So it's got a locker in position on the rear, and then it's two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive mode right there. You come back for it, and then it can like switch. That's not going to be a problem. All right, so those are your lockers right here. So at the bottom, you see you'll get a four-wheel drive with front and rear differential lock, and then on this one right here on the rocker switch. Here, let's get the camera down here. Let's look at this. That's your four-wheel drive with the front rear locking differential, and that's the full two-wheel drive with the locking differential activated. So that's that. You get a USB charging port system right here, so you can charge your phone with it. You get a 12-volt, 60-watt socket, so you can like put your cigarette lighter in there. Go and use it for various things. Now look at down below. You get a lot of storage space here too, and it's got this nice little net right here to protect it. So you can put all kinds of stuff, tools, or anything, whatever you got in there. You also got nice little storage for your key. You put your key in here once you're done using it, or whatever you got. Cup holders, 2 more, and then storage right here. Boom. storage right here. Boom. And then you also get a cup holder on the side and this deal for your door net. A grab handle for the passenger right here, so you can like hold on to it. It's nice and sturdy. Let's get the front hood open. So all you gotta do is just twist it on both ends. Should open up. Look at this thing. Look at the breathers, man. These are all your clutch inlet slots. So basically, you don't want to cover this up. Look at that caution right there. So it drains out, like, you know, it gets the air in on the clutches. So that's real nice. The design is like absolutely like killer, man. I love it. It's all nice and covered right here. Fuses. Man, I'm in love with this machine. I might as well buy it for one for myself. Right? It comes in all different colors. So it comes in black, it comes in red, and it comes in blue. This is by far my favorite color. I've seen the blue one as well. It's a royal blue. And then red one's kind of your dark red option. And then that's how you close it right there. Boom. All right. I also kind of like this nice little shifter. It actually fits in your hand very well. See, look, that's your grip. It's real nice. Now you got to hold the brake, switch. That's reverse. You get neutral, and you get a high and a low feature. Now, high drive, you want to use it whenever you're going down the road as fast as you want, you know, like lightweight, you know, little to no weight on it. Low drive is when you're carrying a lot of load, you're even hauling a trailer, stuff like that, and you need more traction and low-end gear traction on the vehicle. So that's that. And then let's say if you're stuck in the mud and stuff like that, that's when you want to activate your differential lock feature on this machine. So that's that about the overall turf mode on this machine. And look at this right here. It's got a middle seat that drops down, additional cup holders, or it turns into a middle seat so 3 people can ride this thing. Look, and good thing is they put a magnet in that I really like. They ain't got to do nothing. Just push it up and there it stays. She's not going to come down. All right? So we've talked about so far overall specs on this machine. Like I said, a little recap: rear independent suspension, 2-cylinder engine, 83 horsepower on this machine right here. Rear drive shaft. We've got those 14-inch aluminum wheel, large Maxxis tires. Those are like 27s by 9-14 front and 27 by 11-14 on the rear. It's got the foldable passenger seat for more storage, like we just talked about. Tailgate, scale gauge, all that deal that we talked about on the bed. Also, it's got a design for quick and easy engine CVT maintenance, like we've seen on the clutch outlets as well, inlets on there. It's got a 4,500-pound winch with synthetic rope and overload protection on it. It's got a hard top. It all comes standard, guys. That's a good thing about it, okay? It's got a 89.9 Newton meters of torque, fuel injection, water cool. It's got a wet sump lubrication system. It takes it's got a alternator that's an integrated 650 watt. Also, I'll post a lot of those tech specs on there so you'd be able to like see what else it comes with. Okay, so also one good thing on this one right here, it's got a driven belt slip warning system, which is pretty unique. I've not seen that in a lot of units that we sell. So what happens is when the controller unit determines that the belt is slipping, it will issue a warning on the instrumentation. Isn't that cool? I've not seen that in a lot of these side-by-sides, but it actually comes with that. All right, so you've got a final drive lockable front and rear differential on this one. We talked about the high, low, neutral, reverse, and park mode. Park mode, that's just the P on the gear shifter right there. Also, the shocks. The arm system that has a travel of 27.9 centimeters, as the manufacturer says. Let's see how many inches that is. You'd be looking right at about like 11 inches of travel on the front suspension. The rear suspension has about the same. And it's got an anti-roll bar system attached to on the rear suspension. Also, they're all preload adjustable and with the preload ring on that one right there. We talked about the radiation tires, the 27 inches. Aluminum wheels, the steering system. Oh, okay. It got a tri-mode dynamic electric power steering, off, minimum, and maximum. So you can determine how much of a power steering you want on this thing. right? And we also talked about the tilt wheel feature that it has. Now, talking about the ground clearance, that's kind of important when you go into off-roading, right? So it's got a minimum ground clearance of 14.2 inches, which is pretty solid. It's got a minimum turning radius of 149 inches. It weighs about 1,650 pounds. That's its dry weight. 2,500 pound towing capability. Front bumper is already equipped, 60 miles per hour at 7,220 RPM. That's pretty insane. I really like the features on this already. Now, the dimensions on the cargo box, right? Y'all might be wondering what's the dimensions. So you get a 237 by 351 by 70 inches of cargo box dimensions on the inside. So that's how much it is. The cargo box is weighed in to hold about like 1,000 pounds. The dump angle, I was off by just a little bit. It says 60. I was thinking it was 60, but it's actually 47 degrees, that dump angle right there. So it can drop anything down. So that's pretty cool. All right. So similar to the Polaris lock and ride system, it has a accessories quick look and release mechanism, which is pretty cool. So this one actually I mean, I'm just blown away with, you know, the specs that actually this UTV offers at the price point too. Not discuss about that, but we'll get to it, okay? All right, so we talked about the beverage holders, cup holders, rear view mirrors, everything that it has, safety warning. Oh yeah, so you also get a safety warning system if you don't have your seatbelts on and only get up to 15 miles per hour. And then you get the nice little headrest for 2 passengers. Third, like the middle seat does not get one. Well, you can always add it in later on. It's got the hydraulic disc brakes, 4,500 pound winch. It's a 26 watt LED low beam and a 64 watt LED high beam system and an LED tail light system as far as the lightning goes, right? So it's got a standard 4.3 inches TFT, hour meter, speedometer, odometer, trip meter, engine temperature, oil pressure warning, light, fuel, voltage tachometer, gear indicator, park brake indication. It's got everything, temperature warning, all that stuff, ABS and all that. It comes with that thing. Accessory switches, there's about like total of 4 plus 7, so that's about like what, 11 equipped, right? So 11 switch spaces on how like this vehicle is like equipped. And there's a lot of like different spaces available for, so if you want to add more switches in there, just like this one right here. So look, so it's got these open spaces for switches, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 open spaces, so you can put your own rocker switch in there. Maybe you want to add a light bar, maybe you want to add another, something, like maybe light system in the back. Now, if you're using this for work, maybe you have something to go in the back that requires a lighting system and a switch control that makes it convenient for you to use it on a day-to-day basis, and you can definitely go and do that as well. So a lot of features on this machine, folks. So we discussed a lot of things. We covered a lot of things on this machine. So if you still have any questions and have any type of inquiries, give us a call at 469-669-1313. Obviously, it's water cooled. You hear the sound of the radiator coming out too. It's been idling for about 10 minutes now. I think we've covered most of the stuff. If I've left out anything, please give us a call. Let us know. Also, we can equip this with a windshield for y'all. What else? Yes, now let's come back to shipping and how we can get this to you, okay? So this one right here, we can ship it nationwide with no problem. Fully assembled, running, tested unit, ready to go. Now a little background on who makes this, right? So it's a TRAILMASTER branded Panther 1000, but it's actually made by TGB. That's a Taiwan Golden Bee. It's a Taiwanese model, basically. Similar to, I don't know if you've watched the videos on our TGB four-wheelers. So we got the Blade 1000 STX, the LTX models, the 600s. It's similar to that, so that company makes it. And at one point, TGB was also making some parts for Polaris too. So they're a very well-rated and renowned brand. Globally, it's their first time in the North American market. They've actually tried out as a solo brand, and they've also partnered with some of the existing OEMs to come up with things like this right here. So it's exciting news for TGB and us to share this product for y'all, so you can see it, how it performs and stuff like that. And if you have, like I said, any questions, feel free to call us anytime, 469-669-1313. We're here 10 to 6 p.m. Central Time every day. Now, like I said, if you're out of state, we ship nationwide on this thing, so we can have it delivered to your footstep, no problem at all. Also, financing. As far as financing goes, we have like easy financing available. So if you have like, let's say, a credit score of 600 and you want to find out, we have like softable system, so it won't hurt your credit score. Actually, when you go to the link in the description down below, once you open it up, it'll take you to our website. There's an application through Roadrunner Financial that you can fill out, see if you get pre-qualified before you even make it to the store. And give us a call once you do that. And or if you just have like questions in general about financing, give us a call. Like I said, it's an instant approval system. It won't take very long. It won't take very much of your time. And we can find out exactly what the deal terms are like before you actually make a decision on purchasing it or make yourself available down here at the store. So that's available, shipping nationwide. Price-wise, this deal right here is on sale for $17,999, which I think is a pretty good price point for what it offers. I've seen very few UTVs for that price point with these many features. Now, if y'all find something at this price, $18,000 with this many features, make sure to leave a comment down below so we know exactly what it is that we're up against, okay? So it would be good to know what we're going up against. All right, so this is the TRAILMASTER Panther. Like I said, black, red, and blue is available right now. Give us a call at 469-669-1313. Easy financing available. We can reach any state throughout the nation, so give us a call. And thank you so much for watching this video. We'll come up with another one shortly. Until then, just enjoy the test drive.
1, 2, 3, go. Panther. Abang.